The recent death of Yevgeny Prigozhin, chief of the Wagner Group, has prompted discussions about the broader dynamics within Russia's political elite and its consequences for President Vladimir Putin's approach. Prigozhin's mutiny and subsequent demise are considered outcomes of internal tensions among the elite, which are not likely to dissipate with his passing. In light of these events, CIA Director William Burns' statement that Putin is someone who generally thinks that revenge is a dish best served cold, takes on a renewed significance. On August 23, exactly 2 months after the mutiny, a private jet crashed in Russia, reportedly carrying Prigozhin. While some view Burns' statement as foreseeing Prigozhin's fate, it comes as no surprise to many Russia observers. Putin has consistently demonstrated his intolerance for perceived traitors throughout his political career. His emphasis on loyalty is evident from his refusal in the 1990s to work for a rival to his then boss, Mayor Anatoly Sobchak, and his assertion that treason is an unforgivable offense. This loyalty-based approach has led to the mysterious deaths of individuals he considered disloyal, from General Alexander Lebed in a 2002 helicopter crash to oligarch Boris Berezovsky under suspicious circumstances in 2013. The targeting of former spies like Alexander Litvinenko in London in 2006 and Sergei Skripal in Salisbury in 2018 underscores Putin's willingness to seek revenge, even at the risk of international backlash. This pattern of retaliation intensified with the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, resulting in a series of suspicious deaths of Russian officials and businesspeople, both domestically and abroad. Prigozhin's mutiny not only placed him in jeopardy but also triggered a cascade of dismissals within the military, exemplified by General Sergei Surovikin's disappearance after the mutiny and his subsequent dismissal as the head of the Air Force. The Kremlin's response to Prigozhin's reported death indicates its willingness to publicly address the matter, in contrast to its usual avoidance of discussing suspicious deaths. This response seems designed to send a message to the broader Russian elite, which has witnessed tensions and even dissent over the war in Ukraine. However, the strategy of instilling fear to ensure unity and obedience within the elite has its limitations. Internal discontent is rising within the army ranks, and Prigozhin's death is unlikely to suppress this growing dissatisfaction. Similarly, the economic elite is becoming increasingly unhappy due to the impact of Western sanctions and the seemingly unending war in Ukraine. Capital flight has compelled the Kremlin to resort to severe measures to control Russian oligarchs, including property confiscation and wealth repatriation. The recent plunge in the ruble's value has forced the government to implement unpopular economic measures, such as increased interest rates and soft capital controls. The economic crisis is affecting not just Russia's affluent population, but also the middle class and the poor. As the state funnels funds to support mobilized troops and their families, social support measures for the less privileged may prove unsustainable. Putin's historical promise of security, stability, and a basic socio-economic standard is quickly eroding. The combination of ongoing Ukrainian drone strikes and sabotage operations on Russian soil is fueling a sense of insecurity among the population, evoking memories of the chaotic 1990s when organized crime and terror attacks plagued ordinary Russians. This turmoil underscores that Putin's original bargain is unraveling. The full-scale invasion of Ukraine, a significant miscalculation, has fractured Putin's strategy. Although he might be blind to this reality, many within his inner circle recognize it. The fate of Prigozhin serves as a stark example of how the war he initiated has turned former allies into adversaries, further highlighting the evolving landscape of Russian politics. What is your take on the issue? Do let us know in comments. For more updates and insightful analysis, subscribe to our channel.